Tanjiro, what are you doing here? You spoke out. Tanjiro let out a small chuckle. My mother baked a cake, so I just wanted to give you some, he replied. He looked at the sky. It was already night. He soon hands you a cake. You could have given it to me tomorrow. It's cold out. You were cut off by Genya, who was about to head inside the apartment next door. Are you two a couple? He asked. No, you simply replied, while Tanjiro stared at him. Well, I should get going now. Tanjiro spoke out. You nodded. All right. Be careful. You gave him a small smile. As Tanjiro was walking away, he thought of something. I guess I'll have to try again next time. Time skip. You know, sometimes I sit down and think, if humans can feel butterflies in their stomach, can butterflies also feel humans in their stomach? You asked. Today you were at school, just hanging out with Blake as he sweeps the floor. Class also hasn't started yet. Yin, for fuck's sake, just let me do my job and not ask questions that'll make me use my 3 brain cells, Blake spoke out. Besides, aren't you friends with those 3 boys? Why don't you go bother them instead? He added. You pouted. Ugh, but they're busy with their projects. We only get to hang out after school, you replied. Besides, you're my bestie now. You're stuck with me, you added. He rolled his eyes. He didn't want to admit it, but somehow liked your company. You were like a little annoying sister he never had. Soon the bell started ringing. You groaned. Fuck. You cursed. Blake snickers. Enjoy a long, boring lesson, kid. You glared at him and soon left. As soon as you left, he lit up a cigarette. Let's just say that he picked up a hobby of not smoking when you're around. P.S. If you and Blake are never going to be a thing, just to let you know. Time skip. You let out a small yawn. First period just finished and you planned on strolling around the school out of boredness. The 3 best boys were busy, so you had no one to talk to, and you could always annoy Blake. You had no choice but to hang out with yourself. You let out a gosco as you witnessed Genya giving a stray cat some cat food. Wow, I didn't know the little gremlin had it in him, you thought as you watched the cat. But you soon noticed that the cat looked like that cat that was stuck in that tree, the one you had helped. Soon Genya noticed your presence. Who's there? He spoke out. You flinched and slowly showed yourself. Oh, it's you, he says. As he glares at you, you soon walked up to him. What? Are you going to tell me something about sodomy? To forgive him or talk to him or any other bullshit? He added. You rolled your eyes. Get off your high horse. I only wanted to talk to this cat. Besides, I don't force you to do anything you don't want to do. You spoke out. He rolled his eyes. It's Sodomy's job to talk to you. I can't do anything besides give you 2 a little push. You thought. Besides, I didn't know you had a soft spot for cats. You commented. He quickly glares at you. Tell anyone and you're dead, he threatened. You rolled your eyes. Wow, they really are siblings, you thought. You were about to pet the cat, but it hissed at you. You let out an offended gasp. Did you just hiss at me? You spoke out in disbelief. You soon got up and got into a deep pose. Genya looked at you with judging eyes. What the fuck are you doing? He asked. Asserting my dominance, you replied. Cat, you look so fucking stupid. Besides, I helped you get with Tanjiro. So silent, mortal. Genya looked at you with a she's fucking crazy expression. The cat only stared at you, unbothered. Fuck, it's not working, you mumbled, and soon just sighed in defeat. Are you still fucking insane? Oh, are you still fucking sane? Genya asks. Yes, but you were cut off by the bell. Genya soon got up and started to walk away, but you grabbed his wrist. Wait, after school, let's meet up for the science project, you told him. He just stares at you before pulling his hand away. Hey! You should come meet me, all right? You yelled out as you watched him walk away. Time skip. And after this, I believe you need to visit the Yuri-chan Club. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I wonder how this got approved. Anyway, they said they needed something, he told Rengoku. He lets out a sigh. All right, by the way, thank you for helping me and guiding me with the schedule today. Rengoku thanked you. There's no need to thank me. Besides, I'm the vice president. It's also my duty to help you. You reassured him. He gave you a small smile. As both of you were heading to the club, Rengoku suddenly staggered. Your eyes widened and you dropped everything you had and held him to support him. I apologize. Anyway, we need to go. You cut him off. Hold on there, Buckaroo. What you need right now is rest. Come on, I'll head you to the nurse's office. You told him, no, Yin, I need to take care of. You cut him off once more. Speak another word and I'll drag you to the nurse's office myself. You threatened. He lets out a chuckle. Now, how will you drag me there? I'm twice as heavy as you. He asks. Rengoku, never question my abilities. I'm strong enough to beat you up with a spoon. You threatened again. He lets out a laugh as he lets you lead him to the nurse's office. He didn't find your that scary. He found it hilarious and cute. Soon, both of you arrived at the nurse's office. He soon sat on the bed. By the way, you spoke out. He turned to you. I'll take care of half of your work, so there's no need to stress too much. It's taking a toll on your body, you told him. He was about to open his mouth to reject that, but you stopped him. I don't take no for a rejection, Rengoku. Your health comes first. He was a little surprised by your actions. All right, Yin, he replied in disbelief. You gave him a smile. Also, you shouldn't take all these responsibilities all on yourself. I'm right here, Rengoku. I'm the vice president. I'm practically your partner in this. You scolded him. He only stares at you in disbelief that he was getting scolded by you. You let out a deep sigh. You soon got closer to him. You placed your palm on his forehead and got closer to his face. Good. It doesn't seem like you have a fever, you commented. You should rest, Rengoku, you added, and soon left. He sat there, taken aback by your action. A blush soon appeared on his cheeks. Took me by surprise, he mumbled. When will my heart calm down? Am I really falling for her? He added. Your POV. I grumbled as I stared at the schedule, walking around the halls and not paying attention to my road. Soon I tripped. I let out a yelp. I hissed in pain as I soon got up. I heard giggles and laughter behind me. I turned to them, quickly trying to get up to beat the fuck out of... I was cut off as I heard a female voice. Hey, stop it. Do you think that's funny? She yelled out as she walked up to me. The students soon ran away. Hey, are you all right? She spoke out and held out her hand. I looked to see who it was. My eyes widened. It was Sarah, the one who tormented the player in the game. Chapter 29. I slowly grabbed her hand. Thank you. She gave me a small smile. You're welcome, she replied. Sarah in the game was the one who bullied the player out of jealousy because the player was getting too close to the suitor. Whichever route you chose, she would immediately like that suitor. For example, in the game, if you chose Tanjiro, then she'll torment you because she likes Tanjiro. Or if you chose Muzan, then she'll also torment you because you like him. Basically, any route, she would always be there to make the player's life much more miserable. Ugh, I can't believe some people are picking on you for no reason or out of jealousy, she spoke out. Well, that's ironic coming from you. By the way, my name is Sarah. What is yours? She asked. Well, my name is Yen, I replied. Both of us shook hands. I soon remembered my tasks. Well, I have to get going. It was nice to meet you, and thank you for helping me, I told her, and she soon nodded. All right, but hey Yin, we should hang out sometime. How about we meet at the cafeteria in break time? She suggested. My eyes widened. Well, I don't mind having more friends. More friends mean equal to people to annoy. I nodded and I soon left. Time skip. Ugh, where's Sanami? You commented while taking a bite of your chocolate-dipped chocolate chip cookie. Today was the first day of the school festival. It was also time for the cross-dressing competition. Everyone was still at the backstage, waiting for the competition to start. You wore a white suit and tie, while Sanami was going to wear a white wedding dress. You and Sanami's theme were marriage. You were waiting for Sanami to come to you. You were slowly getting bored, so you looked around to see a familiar who you could talk to. I'm sorry, but the person you're supposed to be talking to is in a maid dress. Sorry. You soon noticed Giyu. You were about to walk up to him, but you stopped as you felt it was too dangerous to talk to him for now. Okay, moving on, you mumbled. You looked around again and noticed Michiro, who was questioning his life. His existence. Why did he let his class president live after getting him in this competition? You soon walked up to him and sat next to him. He was wearing the girls' school uniform. He glares at you. Oh, it's you, the cookie girl, he commented. His eyes trailed down at your home-baked box of cookies. What, you want one? You asked, handing him some. Does it taste better than the last one? He asks. You rolled your eyes. Fine, if you don't want them, then. You were cut off by him as he took a cookie. I thought you didn't want one, you commented. Well, he says as he takes a bite, it tastes better than before, I guess. He added. You soon let out a deep sigh. You shouldn't have approached him in the first place. Yin! A familiar voice called out. You turned to see who it was. It was Senjiro. Your eyes widened as you walked up to him. Hey, Senjiro, I wasn't expecting you here. I thought you were going to help your class with your booth. You asked. Well, I happened to pass by, so, here is your favorite drink. He hands you your favorite drink. Oh, how did you know this is my favorite drink? You asked. It's a secret, he says as he lets out a giggle. Thanks, Senjiro. You thanked him and patted his head. You gave him a praise, to which he enjoyed. He loved it. He loved your attention. By the way, Yin, Senjiro was cut off by Sanami, an arm wrapped around your waist. Yin, my fiancé, I've been looking everywhere for you. He spoke out, shooting a glare at Senjiro. Senjiro glared back. He wasn't afraid of him. Sanami, finally you're here. Where have you been? You asked. Look, I have a hard time wearing this tight fucking dress, he replied. You let out a chuckle. Your veil is a little crooked, you commented. Really? Then how about you fix it for me? He was cut off by Senjiro. Yin, he spoke out. You turned him. I guess I'll have to go now, Yin. I'll see you later, he says and gives you a smile. You nodded. All right, thank you for the drink, Senjiro. Cookie? You handed out your homemade box of cookies. He soon took one. Thanks, he mumbled, with a small blush on his cheeks. I'll treasure it, Yin, he thought, and soon left. To think an annoying rival showed up, both of them thought. Sanami and Senjiro. Time skip. You scratched your arms. The first round of the cross-dressing competition just finished. You were ready to take a small rest. Sanami wanted to stick with you for a while, but you refused. If you had accepted, there would be a scene in his route where there would be some tension, and both of you would kiss. Hell nah, you didn't want that. You and Sanami parted ways. You insisted that he should help his class or rest for a while. It surprisingly took a lot of effort to make him agree. All you wanted now was some sweet alone time. Yin, a male voice spoke out from behind you. For fuck's sake, what is it now? You were cut off as you turned to see Muzan. He let out a nervous laugh. Hello, sir, you sheepishly added. He raised an eyebrow and stared at you. For a moment, you soon noticed someone next to him. It was Rui! Well, whatever. Could I ask you for a favor? You raised an eyebrow. Sure, you replied. Good, he says. I need you to look after him, he added, pointing to Rui, who only stared at you. Me? You stuttered. Yes, you're the only one I trust, he replied. That's weird. Muzan only asks the player to take care of Rui when you're at Muzan's route. Perhaps it's nothing, you thought. All right, sir, you replied. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have something I need to attend to, he says, and soon left. Rui soon stared at you. You're that girl I saw last time, he commented. Yeah, and you're that lost kid, he glares at you. I wasn't lost at the time. Don't spout nonsense. You only let out a laugh. I'm just messing with you. My name is Yin. How about you? You asked. Really, he simply replied. Your eyes soon fell on his tarantula that was inside a small, clear box. You must love insects, huh? You mumbled. They're my pets, he spoke out. His name is Brother, he added. Brother? You asked. It was a weird name to call a tarantula. He didn't reply. He soon spoke up, ignoring your question. This school is boring. Can you get I'm too poor for this shit, but what is a Coca Pelini? Oh. I figured that out when I said it. He asked. Coco apologize? What? You asked. He rolled his eyes. Anyway, why buy that when you can have chicken nuggets from McDonald's? You asked. Who's McDonald's? Is he a private chef or something? He asks. No, it's a fast food chain, he replied. He let out a disgustful facial feature. Ew, he simply replied. You won't be saying ew after you've tasted their chicken nuggets, you told him. You soon grabbed his hand. His eyes widened. Come on, I'll show you around. I'll show you that this place isn't so boring, you added. He wanted to pull his hand away, but something told him he shouldn't. He grumbles and let you lead him. Meanwhile, guys, stop it. Miyuku blushes and giggles. When is the honeymoon? A student teased. A few students laughed, except for one, Genya. Genya grumbles. He didn't know why he was forced into the hell called a wedding booth. I can't believe someone actually listed Miyuku and Genya to get married, a student told his friend. Either way, I'm happy that Miyuku is happy, a student replied to his friend. I'm so sorry. I didn't know my friend's joke would go so far. This looks like we're getting married, huh? She asked Genya while playing with a strand of her hair, trying to look oh so cutesy-wootsy. Genya didn't reply, though. I can't believe I'm stuck here with her of all people, he thought.